Oh, all the pieces are starting to come together. You remember last week, My Arcade announced that they were partnering with Bandai Namco and Capcom for a new line of gaming devices dubbed Gamestation Retro. And in a quote from My Arcade that I shared with you in that video, they clarified that the Gamestation Retro would be available as a home console, a portable handheld, and a tabletop arcade. And with the images dropping just this morning, we get our first look at the tabletop arcade flavor. It looks to be a beast. We'll take a look right after this. This video supported in part by...
Playing VR, I tend to sweat. It gives me an edge. So King of Nerds happens to give me an edge too. Let King of Nerds give you the edge. Bye, King of Nerds.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, and I am a GenXGrownUp. Thanks for clicking on this video. As we gear up for CES 2025 in just under a week, wow, My Arcade keeps on dropping more teaser images on social media, and today, they're taking the wraps off the Gamestation Retro Mega Player. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen a Mega Player, but it may be the first time we see one released. Now, back at CES 2024, they were showing prototypes for an Atari Mega Player. Remember this thing? A big countertop device that had a 10.1-inch screen and stood about 18 inches tall or so. Wood construction, really nice. Now, while the Atari Mega Player hasn't seen the light of day yet, that's the form factor for this Gamestation Retro Mega Player. Let's take a look at the images, starting with this one, showing the left side of the control deck. Now you can see it has a full-size bat-top joystick. You can also see a giant spinner there. It looks heavy. I hope it is heavy. 4 M buttons. Now is that for function or modifier or memory or mouse clicks or whatever? I'm not sure. But also note the illuminated ring of light around both the stick and the spinner. Just adds that extra kind of premium look to it, I think. Moving on to this next image. Now this is a top-down view, a better view, more light here, thankfully, than these teaser images. Now I want you to take special note of the thickness of the sidewall that you can see next to the control deck. Remember, this is lumber. This is not a plastic toy. This is a premium device. What is that, like ½ inch or ¼ inch there? That is wood construction there. Also, across the top edge, you can see a row of navigational buttons. I think I see home, settings, credit, and select at least on there. Very versatile for either arcade or console ROMs, whatever might be on here, and which I'm guessing are going to be a combination of those two. You can also see the full-size arcade-style push buttons. Now, while you can't see all of them in this image, across the top there are L1, L2, R2, R1, and the bottom row A, B, X, Y. And while you can't see them all there, on this next image, now this is... If this is the only image we got, we'd still be playing a guessing game. In this silhouette, super dark, but you can see on the control deck the array of 8 buttons. So look, with all those buttons, you're talking about a joystick and 4 top buttons, 4 bottom buttons. Now, the thing that jumps out at me right away, I'm thinking Street Fighter 2, which just had 3 punch and 3 kick, and so we have 8 buttons there in addition to that. So this is ready to play just about whatever My Arcade chooses to throw on it. This last image is just kind of an edge-on look at the artwork. Now you can see the joystick and the spinner there in profile, but they're showing off really the artwork here, and you can see some Capcom artwork for Street Fighter 2 and Mega Man. I don't know what that top edge one is, not sure. And maybe the other side is Bandai Namco art, but you can see what they're going for here. A collage of different games representative of the publishers that are included. And as a reminder, this beast is rumored to house over 100 combined games from both Namco and Capcom libraries. And with all those full-size controls and button options, I can't really think of a particular game from either of those publishers that can't be easily handled by this Mega Player. Now, of course, this is just a sneak peek at what My Arcade is willing to show us right now. But next week, I'll be spending a couple of days at the My Arcade booth to help them kick off their 2025 product line at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. And I'll be sharing what I see there with you right here during the show. So be sure to stick around. Meanwhile, some more CES 2025 coverage here and here. Certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video. Can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.